Another episode of Let's Talk Money with Friends. You know that every Wednesday we have the privilege to come to you to share some really pertinent, timely, and really great information about life, money, and everything else. We say on this show that money encompasses everything. Without conversation about money is very important to us. And we take the time to talk about everything relating to money and life and you name it. So tonight, I wanted to bring this conversation here because of the fact that at the end of the day, it's so important for us to understand that our health is our wealth. So tonight's topic is nutrition and wellness matters. Why is that important for you? Is because at the end of the day, like we say, money encompasses everything, but your health is paramount. Your health is at the top of the pyramid of life. So if you don't have good health, nothing else matters. And so tonight I'm going to be highlighting a lady that I met recently. She's someone who's been educating her clients and encouraging them to invest in their health, not only in their own, but also in their loved one's health. So without further ado, I would like to say that this show is going to be very important because earlier today I was at an appointment and I was talking to actually Grace, who's on the show. And I mentioned something about my own family member who's at a certain age, 71, who is in great health, who hasn't had to be on any medication, really being independent. And as I was saying that, this one woman said to me, Gabrielle, you just changed my life because I know when you said, I'm so glad that this family member is not a burden to you because she's healthy. She decided a long time ago that she was going to invest in her health to be healthy. I need to do the same thing. So my children, when I'm at a particular age, they don't have to worry about me and having to be a burden for them. Again, your health is your wealth. So please tag, share, make a comment. Let your friends know that we are here. This show here is important. It will make a difference and it's going to change lives because we know that without your health, nothing else matters. So yes, let's welcome Grace Yetunde. Grace, I would like to give you an opportunity to say hello quickly, and then we're gonna dive into this conversation because your story is amazing and you've been doing amazing work.
Great evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Gabrielle, for having me on this show. I am super excited to be here, and I'm honored to be on this show because I've been following you for a while. And I know that this is great. You're doing a great job, and I'm so honored to be here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I know we have mutual friend, Edna Sherry. She's a designer, drumist. I was at an event with her this weekend. She was playing the drum. So many different things, multi-talented. And you know, they say birds of the same feathers flock together or something like that. So yeah, you guys, because you are so multi-talented and so doing so many different things, you are flocking together and you're doing great things together. So she introduced me to you and we've been connecting since then. I would say that, I'm excited because this conversation is important. From day one, we've been having great conversation, right? About investing in your health. So before we dive into this health topic, why don't we let the audience know a little bit about you? So who is Grace Yetunde? And also, tell us a little bit about your upbringing. How did you get involved? And, where are you from? Yeah.
All right. So who is Grace? Who is Grace? I am originally from Africa, Nigeria. Correct. I came into this country over 2 decades ago.
Wow.
And it's been a wonderful, I'm a single mother of 4. It's been a wonderful journey raising my children, and health and wellness we're going to get into it. Why I started on the journey of wellness. I didn't start like that, but something led to that. And I would love to share with you guys.
Yeah, definitely. So you say you're a mother of 4. Do you have siblings yourself?
I have siblings. I'm one of 8.
Oh, wow.
I'm the only one here at this time, and I have 4 daughters.
Yeah. So we all know how important it is, especially, so the person I was referring to is my mother, right? And we know that when we have family members, I know years ago, maybe less than 7 years ago, I had a family member who became very sick. And I had to take responsibility because she had asked me to help her out. And I remember the stress and the heavy burden it was on me. I gained a lot of weight and really wasn't able to take care of myself because I was taking care of her. But there are some things that are outside of our controls because, some terminal illnesses, some certain things that you will experience outside of your control. But there are things we can do to really protect our health and really protect our family's health. So you said you would like to share the story. How did you get started? Do you have a story that you want to share with us? How did you get into the wellness and nutrition industry?
Yes, I would like to share that. And it's kind of similar to what you just shared about this family. I think you said is your mom that's well taken care of and she's not a burden to you. So I started in the beauty industry. I've always loved, I started as I was a model. I started modeling as early as 18 years back home in Africa. So I've always been in the beauty field. And so when I got to this country, I got involved with a company for women and also in the beauty industry, which allowed me to, be able to work from home and raise my children. So the beauty industry has always been my thing, right? But something happened in 2010. I lost my mom. And prior to that, I started the wellness journey when I heard that she was healed and I had to travel back home to see her. So when I saw her, knowing that, just kind of calculating and looking back at what happened, what led to that, the lifestyle, the culture, the foods, and the whole thing that led to that, I said to myself that I'm going to look into the holistic wellness way to take care of her. So I started by researching. I started a lot of things. So prior to that, I went to cosmetology school. So I have my cosmetology license, aesthetics license as a skincare specialist. And then from there, I learned that what you eat actually affects how your skin looks.
Correct.
So, and then thinking about my mother that was sick, I started looking at the nutrition aspect and the wellness aspect of what was going on. Unfortunately, my mother did not make it. 2010, I lost my mom. And that changed the whole thing for me. When we talk of wellness, especially women's wellness, I learned so much from the lives of my mom. My father wasn't a great dad, and it was marital, abuse and all that stuff. And the way that my mom, was accepting the whole thing affected her life. Correct. And after she passed away, I had to rethink my journey, including my marital situation. And a lot of times as women, we see our mom or aunt or someone goes through something and we are actually correcting them and telling them, oh, I would not do this. I would not accept that. You shouldn't do that. But let me tell you, as we grow up, you find yourself wearing the same shoe.
Correct.
And that was the discovery I discovered after she passed away. And I said to myself, I will not end the way my mother ended. And that's when I begin this women wellness, self-care, and all that. So that's what led me to nutrition.
Correct. Your health, we say, is your wealth.
Exactly.
Many times we think, it's not an investment that we need to do because it costs too much money. But I love the fact that you say you saw what your mom went through and not being able to take care of herself because of the additional stress she was dealing with, which eventually affected her health. Because I used to do the walk for cancer, and they talk about like how one of the inactivity, but also stress, is one of the reasons why many folks will get cancer. So how do you, I mean, going back again to this question, like many people, many folks, when you say wellness or nutrition or self-care, they're thinking, oh my gosh, she's talking about expensive. I don't have time for that. I don't have the money for that. What would you say to someone who's watching right now, especially a woman who's saying, I have too many issues, too many responsibilities. I don't have time for all that. Why is it important to focus on those things?
It is very, very important that we focus on our health. Like you rightly said, health is wealth. We cannot continue to give. Sorry about that. We cannot continue to give from an empty vessel. And I think one of the problems with our society is a reliance on medication, which are treating behaviors that we choose to have. So there's some, behavior modifications that I can share with your audience if you allow me to. The things that we can do to actually change those things. They're very, very easy stuff that we can incorporate into our daily routine. As little as, start moving.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are intimidated, our body is created for movement. And I always share this with my audience, with my clients, that the moment we stop moving, that is when we stop dying. Because this body is created for movement. So we need to have it at the back of our mind. As long as you move your body, and if you are intimidated by going to the gym or exercising outside, start moving in your home or at work. Go up and down the stairs, okay? At work when you have a spare as little as 10 minutes. Correct. Go up and down the stairs in your home. Try exercise videos at home. There's different ways that you can do it, especially now. Thank God, thanks to COVID, we can do a lot of things virtual now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is stop buying junk food. I always say this, like, if you think that it's expensive to buy whole foods, think about the money that you're going to spend on medication later. Correct. We're going to spend this money either way, right? Either way, you're going to spend the money. So you might as well spend it now taking care of your health so that you don't have to use all your savings, your life savings on medication and maintaining. I always tell my children that, listen, I am taking excellent care of myself now for you guys, so that by the time you well established, you're not using your hard-earned money to buy medication for me or to send, pay hospital bills. I want you to use your money to send me on vacation. Mom, go shopping, go on a shopping spree. Go to Bermuda, go to UK, you know what I mean? I want to be vacationing and enjoying my life. So I spend the money now to take care of myself and also to reduce stress. So there's little ways you can incorporate into this, and it's not about it's too expensive to do.
Yeah, definitely, because it's either you pay now or pay later. And I love the idea of mom go on vacation. My mother is on vacation now. She's been away for a month. And the reason why she's able to do that is because she's physically able. Because I know people who are like 10, 15 years younger than her who are stuck, here because they cannot move. They have the weight issue, and they also have medical issues that are really blocking them from being able to do that. It's so important that we know that, going back again to say, when you said that, the body, it's the mind, it's holistic health. Mind, body, and soul. You have to look at your environment, right? Sometimes in our culture, right? Because I'm from another country too, and you from Africa. When you try to encourage folks in our community, right, to do it, they of course the blockage or the barrier is always it's too expensive and I don't have the time. But also it's a mindset thing. How can you help folks right now who are watching? I know we've given many examples as to why they do it, but why is it so difficult? Maybe that's a question we should be asking. Why is it so difficult for folks from certain communities to really invest in their health, like to really see the need to get up and do a little exercise, to get up and invest in healthier foods? And just like, I know we have responsibility for people back home, but yeah, You've seen those challenges. What have you said to those people?
Well, what I would say is sometimes is lack of education, and sometimes is just not paying attention. Because I can tell you, I wasn't paying too much attention to all that. And I believe by the time when my mom passed away, I was like size 16, you know, really trying to squeeze myself in size 16. When she passed, I had to had a 360-degree turn. So I always tell people, please don't wait until something happened that will give you that shift. You can use somebody else's story like mine, because that was where my shift came from. It just shifted me and my eyes just popped open. Like, you know what? I found out that I was doing exactly what my mother did. And I knew that if I don't do anything different, I would end up exactly the way she ended. And that's where I started, you know, turning around. Also, I've heard people say obesity runs in the family. I don't have time to exercise. I have a slow metabolism, right? What I'll say is stop with the excuses and start changing your behavior. You have the power to change your life, and you are the only one who can do it.
Yeah, you're the only one, and you have to. We were talking about it offline, that not only that we've talked about having a plan, but you have to put action. I hate the gym. I don't like to exercise, but guess what? I do it. And also we talked about having accountability, a friend who can support you, because if you are around a bunch of people who are not doing it, guess what? You're not gonna be motivated either. So sometimes you do have to look at your environment, whether it is a difficult marriage or difficult relationship, friendships. You have to look, right, Grace, and say this environment here is not conducive to what I want to do, what I want to, my health, my spiritual, my physical, my mental, even your financial health. So that's why we're gonna go to this conversation, because you know, on Let's Talk Money, we say money encompasses everything, how important education is, and how important it is. Many times women have found themselves, or men have found themselves in a situation where they're stuck because they don't have the financial means. You said you have 4 daughters, you're a single mom. Is financial literacy, because this show is about money and we say money encompasses everything. Financial literacy, one of the ways that you are also preparing your children so that they don't deal with financial abuse and ended up losing their lives too early?
Right. I do a lot of financial education with my girls. How to be frugal. I teach them how to set a budget and, you know, spend money wisely, and not just spend money just because you have extra, and to be able to put something aside. I also, part of the education I give them is that I have them open account before they, I think as soon as they're like 15, is it 16? I have a checking account, and I show them how they can, you know, manage their money. Sometimes I give them a little bit of money for doing something good, and they put that in the account to save for when they need to splurge or something.
Yeah, those activities are important, because I think that financial empowerment, being able to know what to do and how to take care of yourself, really is one of the ways that you can protect your wellness and protect your life. And also, if you know how to budget, because we were talking about it offline, you said, you know, you had a job and you used to come in with your lunch, and your lunch looked healthy, quote unquote expensive. And your colleagues were saying like, wow, your lunch is very expensive, not realizing that by them stopping at the coffee shop and the lunch counter and maybe dinner at night, they were spending more money than you were spending. And so having that financial literacy is definitely understanding how money works and how you can budget your money, your finances, definitely is a great way to find independence and take care of yourself. I know I'm looking behind you. It says the Pink Studio Nutrition and Skincare. So can you tell us a little bit about some of the products and the services that you offer and your business? You know, when did you start your business? why did you talk about how you got involved with the company that was that's really supporting women, but Pink Studio is separate from that. Can you share a little bit more about that?
Yes, so the Pink Studio is separate from that. I am part of a company that help women, like I said, work from home, and it's been a wonderful. I've been part of the company for 19 years now, and like I shared at the beginning, I've always loved beauty industry, skincare, and all that. And I was doing that at the time. After doing that for almost a decade, I wanted to do more than just, sell products. I wanted a hands-on. I was involved. I every time I see women that they need more than what I had to offer. And at the time, I was able to offer, and I'm still able to offer women a business opportunity where they can work from home part-time. And that company, I'm still working. I've never worked that company full-time. So it has always been part-time, which helped me raise my children. As a matter of fact, my first child is high-functioning autistic child, needed my time, needed everything. I remember when she finished high school, I was told that I should find an alternative for her for higher education, that they don't think that she's a good fit for higher education, for college, right? And because I was part of this company, I was able to take a little break, spend time with my daughter, and to the glory of God, today she's actually doing her master's in nutrition education as myself. So through that, but again, I just going back a little bit, I wanted to do more. So I started the Pink Studio, where I went to cosmetology school. I actually was looking for a skincare, and I was told that cosmetology covers. It is true, they do cover, but not in depth. So that led me to another 1 year in aesthetic school, because I wanted to do more. Deeper skincare, skin issues, especially in our Black community. The way we age is skin discoloration, hyperpigmentation. So I wanted to be able to help my women. And that's why I spent another year learning about skin and how to even out any skin discoloration. And after that, I went for my first degree as a nutritionist. I have my bachelor's in nutrition, and currently I'm doing my master's in nutrition education with my daughter. My second daughter graduated, and she is working in New York, living on her own. And my third daughter is also just getting into college, and I have a 7-year-old that's at home with me.
Wow, that's awesome. So you're doing so much, but at the same time too, you're able to help so many. I know I talked to you about facials. Your Pink Studio, your office is in Target. I have the link here that I wanted to share briefly. You have, where did I put this? You have a website where we can do set up appointments, right?
Yes. So for your viewers, for your followers on this show, I'm giving them a free 15 minutes discovery session with me. Because I do cover, I wear many hats, but everything actually fits beautifully on one head, because it's about beauty inside and outside. So it's nutrition, skincare, beauty. So 15 minutes discovery session, we will discover what exactly you need. Either, whatever your question is regarding nutrition, skincare, and beauty, I can give you this free 15 minutes discovery time where we can both find out what your needs are, so I can fill it.
Yeah, again, we're saying that your health is your wealth. Nutrition and wellness matters. At the end of the day, if you don't have your health, you have nothing. Well, how do I know? Because I know that it doesn't matter how much money you have. Once you are sitting at the hospital, if anything, that money is going to be depleted. So you might as well make a commitment. I know it's not easy. There are barriers. There are many barriers and challenges. But wherever you at, you have to start. You know, you cannot wait until you can afford a private gym or a private trainer to help you. You can start by going, like you mentioned, Grace, moving at your house. If you don't want to be out, move. Instead of what we were saying, instead of watching your favorite show, sitting down, do it while you're lifting a little weight and doing a little physical exercise. Because within that 30 minutes, you would have done a lot. And eventually you will build the stamina to want to do more. Find accountability, people who can help you. But at the end of the day, you know, it's we all women, right? Women, men and women, we love to be pampered, right? We love pampering ourselves. So there are resources available. The Pink Studio, I have the website here, Grace Utonde JP. She has her office, the work that she does. Her location is in Saugus. You can go into that link here. It's also on the website. Grace will help you. You can set up an hour, half an hour appointment, and there's so many different services. So can you run down some of the services, Grace, that you offer in a to your Pink the Pink Studio?
At the Pink Studio, I do offer the nutrition education. If you want to know how you're going to eat what you're supposed to be eating and how to eat healthy without how to make your your vegetables taste good. I can teach you how, because what I get all the time is, oh, I don't mind eating broccoli and all that, but I don't know how to make it, or it doesn't taste good. So I can teach you how to make your vegetables taste really good, and also what combination your food should be, like the carbs, the protein, the fat. A lot of people run away from fat, but I'm telling you, I can teach you how to eat healthy fat to actually help you, your overall health. So nutrition education is number one. I do a skincare consult. I do a skincare consultation. I also do body sculpting, facials, microdermabrasion, and all that, spa relaxation session, especially for women, relaxation session. I can put you to sleep.
I'm looking forward to that one. Because sleep is such an important part of your health. Many times we don't sleep enough. We don't take enough naps, or we don't turn off all the noises that we have to really sleep well. So yeah, I love that. And it's in Saugus, and you can, but the training, the nutrition coaching classes that you do, they're either a one-on-one or group, and all that is done via Zoom, right?
It's virtual. Yeah, it is virtual. It can be one-on-one. It can be, I also take family if you want to, and I encourage that. So if a woman wants to take the nutrition education, who's in charge? Do you have an adult child? And your children, they should be part of it, because that way they know that mom is up to something, and then they're not rejecting your food. So it's more fun when you have the whole family together. And if you want to do it with a girlfriend or a group session, I also do that. Everything is virtual.
Everything is virtual, because at the end of the day, nowadays, everybody is going virtual, right? In addition to that, I know one of the things that I've been watching online is your, you do a weekly program online, just like this one here, where you talk about the beauty and nutrition as well, right? Wellness and nutrition, correct?
Yes, I do have a Wellness Wednesday with Grace every week on Wednesday around 12 noon. So actually today's Wednesday, so I did the Black in celebration of Black History Month.
Yeah, that's your Facebook here, right? Your Facebook page.
Right, that's my Facebook page. On Instagram, so I go live on Facebook as well as my Instagram page every week. And today we talked about the history, Black history, and how the pioneers, the first Black physicians, doctors, women that made a mark back in 18th century. So that's what we talked about today. So I love coming on Wellness Wednesday with Grace, talking about different questions. My topic, actually, I picked from my followers, the questions that is sent to me. So I encourage those questions. If you're thinking of anything, nutrition, skincare, beauty, wellness, women's wellness, and there's a particular topic that you would like for me to talk about, I'll be very, very happy to do more research and come and deliver that, and everybody will benefit from it.
Yeah. Health has to be holistic. It has to be comprehensive, right? And it's so important, again, to associate, to align yourself with individuals who can help guide you. Grace, I'm not saying you run and do every single services that she has available, but it's good. I wanted to highlight you, Grace, because I wanted folks who are watching, those are our audience here, to know that there are resources. I know there are multiple resources, but she's one that you can reach out to and get the support that you need, get the help that you need, get the guidance that you need, because at the end of the day, again, we cannot emphasize this enough. Your health is your wealth. You have the option to stay home and eat whatever you want, stay in bed all day, flip through the channels as long as you want, go to work, come back. I was saying like earlier that I noticed there is somebody who lives close by to me, and every morning as I'm going for my long walk, she's coming home from work. You could see the uniform, and every morning she has one of those fast food bags. You know, you're talking about working overnight and then eating that type of food all the time. It is eventually gonna catch up to you. So we know it's not easy, right, Grace? It's not easy, but there is a commitment. Just like we say, when you plan, you need to have an action plan, right?
Right.
And the action plan is you taking one step at a time, right? Because the year just started. This is the day number 35. We have 365, so we have 330 days left. So much can change for you in terms of your health, your weight, your mental, physical, and spiritual health. So much can happen before the end of the year, but you have to make that commitment to make it happen. So if someone decided, you know what, she's right, let me make a commitment, let me do something, let me start taking care of myself, wellness, what do you have to offer to those who are watching right now, especially for Valentine's? I know you talk about some of the perks that you have for this coming holiday.
Yes, so if you made the decision to change your ways, I want to applaud you, because I'm telling you, it's going to be worth it for later on. But again, don't there's a saying that we can eat a whole elephant by a little bite at a time, okay? Yeah. So don't look at the whole thing and then be overwhelmed. Correct. Start where you are, okay? So if you've been buying food outside, let's say you're eating out every single day, why don't you set a goal to maybe do it 1 time or 2 times a week? Correct. That's a baby step. So be encouraged. Take the baby steps, and before you know it, you'll be right on your way and your goals will be met. Correct. And the different opportunities that you have for services that you have to offer, would you like to share that? I know you have a 15-minute, like if someone is looking to have a quick 15-minute conversation with you, they could reach out and set up an appointment. Yeah, so the 15 minutes is a free 15-minute discovery. And after we both discover where you want, where you need service, I am offering a 20% discount for everyone on this show. And also a special on the waxing services as well. Correct. So for Valentine's, you want to look good, feel good, and smell good. You want to do all that stuff. And there is the website where you can book your appointment to see Joyce. Whatever you book, you get 20% off, right? For the mother or just for Valentine's? What I'm offering ends at the end of the month. Okay, okay. And also to the 15 minutes, it's for free. If someone wants to have a quick conversation, it's definitely for free. Yes. Yeah.
So earlier today, I want to go back to this question I didn't get to ask. Earlier today, you shared basically you're saying like you have multiple streams of income that's coming to you. The reason why I want to bring that back is because again, we know that when you don't have financial empowerment, when you're not financially empowered, you put up with a lot. And we've said on this show, we've had multiple shows about being independent, but especially having multiple streams of income. What would you like to say to someone who's would like to do that? Do you have an invitation, a call for action for anybody who's interested in talking to you about the possibility of working with you or finding out more about what you do to earn multiple streams of income?
Yes, I strongly recommend and encourage, especially women, to look for other, we call it Plan B, right? We all saw what happens during the pandemic. Anything can happen at any time.
Mhm.
So 9 to 5, it's not enough. You gotta have something on the side that you're doing. And I'll be very, very happy to show you. I've been part of this for over 19 years and it worked for me. It doesn't matter whether you're a high school student. I did it before going to school. I started it. I did it throughout my first, throughout school. Okay. And I'm doing it, even doing masters at the master level. And believe it or not, I'll be doing my PhD and still be part of this company
Yeah.
because it's always good to have, multiple stream of income. When you have that, we all say money is not everything, right? But I believe money can buy you choices. And when you have choices, you have less stress in your life. And less stress means overall wellness. Okay, so that is very, very important. I encourage you to schedule that 15-minute free discovery, and I can tell you more about how you can have a plan B and have a multiple stream of income, even either as a single mom or a minister's wife, or it just fits. It fits everyone, and I can make it fit for you.
Yeah, money can buy you freedom when you are in a engaged or really difficult situation. It can do a lot. That's why we say again and again, it encompasses everything. I know education, money buys that. Good food and nutrition, money buys that. So it's very important to know how to make, how to earn multiple streams of incomes and not to put all your eggs in one basket, whether it is a job or business that you have. Find ways. Grace has Pink Studios. She has other business opportunities that she would like to share with you. Please reach out to her. Grace, I just want to say thank you again for being on the show. I wanted to do this because I know it matters. It's going to make a difference. There's going to be somebody watching who's going to say, you know what? This is for me. Just like that woman when I was at that appointment today, when she heard me say, I have a family member who is 71 years old. She's not on any medication. Because when she was in her 30s, she went to the doctors and they said, ma'am, you're not so healthy. She changed. She did a 360. And because of that, I have peace of mind because I don't have to worry about being at appointments every single day. You know what happened when a parent is, you know it because you just shared it. When a parent is not physically able, you constantly having to go to the doctors. Encourage your parents, your grandparents, your children, everybody around you to invest in good nutrition and wellness, peace of mind, holistic with your mind, body, and soul. Because when you do that, it's not only gonna be good for you, but it's gonna be good for society. Because when we are in good health, everything works, right? Everything works. Yeah. Any last word before we say goodbye?
Well, again, we got to pay attention to our overall wellness. Nutrition is not just for a good nutrition or eating healthy is not just for the wealthy. It is for everyone. So start where you are, eat whole foods, stress less. Anything that will bring you stress, try to avoid it and learn to say no. Now, this message is for the women. And maybe for some men too, we all need to learn how to care for ourselves and learn how to say no. Because I remember back to my mother will be in pain and she would say yes to everyone. She wanted to make everybody happy. She was a yes woman and she would do and do and do and do. And she was giving from an empty vessel until she could not give anymore. So please know when to say no.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as our body is, we're not like the cars, right? If you're running low on gas, you're gonna get that red lights, right?
Yeah.
And you know when to stop for gas. Unfortunately, we don't have that, but we do have though. When you have a headache, don't just grab a medication. I always tell my clients, when you feel that headache, ask yourself a few questions. Where is this coming from? Am I hungry? Am I thirsty? Have I been sleeping enough? And I'm telling you, if you answer yes to those, don't grab Tylenol. Don't grab ibuprofen. Eat well, hydrate yourself, and go to sleep.
Take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself. If you wake up and you still feel it, because I'm not a medical doctor, so please, I'm telling you, do that first, okay? If you wake up and you still feel the headache, then you can reach out to your doctor. But you make sure that you've checked off dehydration, lack of sleep, or any other thing that you can do. Yeah,
malnourishment. It's so important that you invest in you and invest in you. You come first and then everybody else, because again, an empty cup has nothing to give. You cannot even give to yourself. So again, you had mentioned something about whole food, and we don't want people to know that it's like expensive food at that supermarket. We're talking about you being able to cook at home. That's whole food. You're doing your own cooking at home so that you don't go to the fast food restaurants to buy fast food. Whole food is what you cook at home. Balanced diet with vegetables, grain, and fruits and all that stuff. So it's very important. Please, we are encouraging everyone in 2023 to do something different. And we wanted to bring this conversation because we know it's going to make a difference. So thank you so much for your time tonight. Have a blessed night. May God bless you and continue to do what you need to do to protect yourself. Please tag, share, make a comment, let your friends know that this show